Hello everyone, today we will solve some more problems on increasing and decreasing functions. See this question, find the intervals, you have to find the intervals in which the function given by f of x is equal to sin 3x, the value of x is belongs to 0 to pi by 2 is increasing. I mean in which interval the function is increasing and in which interval the function is decreasing. I mean the interval is given 0 to pi by 2. Here this sin 3x function is somewhere it is increasing and somewhere it is decreasing. Now you have to find where and in which interval the function is increasing and in which interval the function is decreasing. First what we have to do, first we will consider this as it is f of x is equal to sin 3x, right? So next what you have to do, you have to differentiate the function with respect to x. So here f dash of x is equal to derivative of sin 3x will be cos 3x and derivative of 3x will be 3. So f dash of x is equal to 3 cos 3x. Next step what we have to do, you have to equate this equation equal to 0, right? Now is it clear? F dash of x is equal to 0 implies 3 cos 3x will be equal to 0. Right, 3 cos 3x will be equal to 0. By this we can write cos 3x is equal to 0. Now we got cos 3x is equal to 0. What is the possible value here? When the cos function will be 0? If it is pi by 2 or the multiple of pi by 2, then the cos function will be equal to 0. Right? But one more thing you have to observe here, the value of x is belongs to 0 to pi by 2 and interval is given. Right? Since the value of x is belongs to 0 to pi by 2. Here we have cos 3x. We'll check what is the value of 3x. Is it clear? We'll multiply by 3. So by this 3x is belongs to 0 and this will be 3 pi by 2. Is it clear? So the value of x is between 0 to pi by 2. Then 3x will be between 0 to 3 pi by 2. 0 to 3 pi by 2 means here 0 is there. So this is pi by 2 and pi. This will be 3 pi by 2. From here to here, how many pi by 2 and multiple of pi by 2 are possible? 2, right? One is this pi by 2, another one is 3 pi by 2. Is it clear? So 3x should be equal to pi by 2 or 3 pi by 2. There are two possible values. Is it clear? The function cos is equal to 0 possible in these two, pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2. So 3x should be equal to by this, that implies we can write 3x should be equal to pi by 2. This is the one, and the one is 3 pi by 2. Clear? 3x is equal to pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2. But we need the value of x. So x will be equal to divided by 3. So this will be now pi by 6 and 3 and 3 will get cancelled, pi by 2. Now the value of x is equal to pi by 6 and pi by 2. What is the interval is given? 0 to pi by 2. The interval is given 0 to pi by 2. Now in between this pi by 2 already it is there, but pi by 6 is in between this. So this pi by 6, I mean 30 degree will divide the interval 0 to pi by 2 into two disjoint intervals. Is it clear? This value pi by 6 it divides this one into this 0 to pi by 2 interval into two disjoint parts, that is pi by 6 divides the interval 0, pi by 2 into two disjoint intervals. Is it clear? Two disjoint intervals. Two disjoint intervals. Now, so pi by 6 divides, right? One is this interval and another one is this interval. So we can write this as 0 to pi by 6 and another one is pi by 6 to pi by 2. Is it clear? So now here we got the two intervals. Now you have to check where the function is f dash of x is increasing and where the function is decreasing. If it is f dash of x is greater than 0, then the function will be increasing. If it is f dash of x is less than 0, then the function will be decreasing. Right? So we'll check with the first value. Okay, let me consider the value of x is belongs to 0 to pi by 6. Okay. Now we have to check with the function f dash of x. Where is f dash of x? Here, right? We have to check with this one. F dash of x will be 3 cos 3x. So 3x belongs to, we have to multiply by 3, 0 and this will be multiplied by 3, this is now pi by 2. Is it clear? So the value of x is belongs to 0 to pi by 6 and 3x belongs to 0 to pi by 2. So now cos 3x, this 3x is between 0 to pi by 2. I mean cos function is in the first quadrant, right? 0 to pi by 2 means it is in the first quadrant. First quadrant, obviously cos function will be positive. All the functions are positive, right? Cos is also positive. By this we can say that the function f dash of x is greater than 0. Is it clear? The value of 3x is in the first quadrant. So in that first quadrant cos function is positive. By this f dash of x, I mean positive quantity is multiplied with the positive 3, right? So the f dash of x will be greater than 0. So the function f is increasing in the interval, what is the interval now? 0 to pi by 6. Okay, so the 0 is included, 0 to pi by 6. Now we'll check with the second interval, that is let x belongs to pi by 6 to pi by 2. Okay, now x belongs to that, but f dash of x is in the form of 3x, so we'll multiply by 3. If I multiply by 3, so 3x is now 3 and 2, so this will be now pi by 2 and this is now multiplied by 3, so 3 pi by 2. Is it clear? The value of 3x is belongs to pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, where it will be here pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. From here to here, in this quadrant the cos function will be negative, right? In both the second and third quadrant cos function will be negative. So cos of 3x will be here negative. Negative number is multiplied with the positive number. So f dash of x will be negative. So by this we can say that f dash of x is less than 0. Is it clear? In the first interval f dash of x will be greater than 0. In the second interval the function f dash of x is less than 0. Therefore the function f is decreasing in the interval. What is the interval now? Pi by 6 to, okay, this interval. Okay, we have divided this interval into two parts, so you have to mention this interval pi by 6 to pi by 2. I hope you understood this one. The function is increasing in this and the function is decreasing in this one. Also, the function is continuous on, okay, the function will be continuous on x is equal to 0 and pi by 6. So what we can write by using a theorem, the function f is increasing in the interval. We can include pi by 6 also, 0 to pi by 6, and the function decreasing in the interval pi by 6 to pi by 2. Is it clear? First, what we did, you have to differentiate. You will get f dash of x. After the differentiation, you have to equate to 0. Here we have equated to 0. So possible values of 3x will be now 0 to 3 pi by 2. Right? What are the possible values now? Pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2. So since 3x is pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2, we will get the value of x as pi by 6 and pi by 2. So this pi by 6, 30 degree, right? Here 0 to 90 degree is there. 30 degree divides this interval into two parts. Then you have to check where the function is increasing and where the function is decreasing. The intervals in which the function is different, f of x is equal to sin x plus cos x, and the interval is between 0 to 2 pi. The value of x is between 0 to 2 pi. First we will consider the function f of x is equal to sin x plus cos x. Right? Now next step is you have to differentiate the function. We will differentiate it. F dash of x is equal to derivative of sin x will be cos x and derivative of cos x will be minus sin x. Cos x minus sin x. This is the second one. Next, what you have to do? You have to equate this is equal to 0. Right? Now f dash of x is equal to 0. F dash of x is equal to 0 means cos x minus sin x is equal to 0. Now cos x minus sin x is equal to 0 means the value of cos x should be equal to sin x. So clear? Cos x should be equal to sin x. Now we have to find the possible values of x, but it should be in the interval 0 to 2 pi. Is it clear? The value of that x is belongs to 0 to 2 pi. Here 0 to 2 pi is there, right? 0 to 360 degree. Now what are the possible values of x? Cos x will be equal to sin x. 1, you know that it is in the first quadrant, that will be 45 degree, right? X is equal to pi by 4 is possible. Cos 45 is also 1 by root 2, sin 45 is also 1 by root 2. So the value of x is equal to pi by 4 is possible. That is the one possible value. Other than that, anything is possible. Can we consider pi plus pi by 4? Right? Pi plus pi by 4 will be here. So pi plus pi by 4. It will be equal to 5 pi by 4. Is it clear? 5 pi by 4. So cos, you can check this one. Cos 5 pi by 4 and sin 5 pi by 4 both will be equal. Remember that. That is 5 pi by 4 is the another value. So pi by 4 and pi plus pi by 4. It is in the third quadrant. So this is now 5 pi by 4. These are the two possible values of x. So now here we got two values, right? So the values of x is 2. Obviously these two values divides this interval into 3 parts. Is it clear? Now the interval is given from 0 to 2 pi. Now we got the values as the value of x as pi by 4 and 5 pi by 4. Somewhere pi by 4 will be there and here somewhere 5 pi by 4 is there, right? So these two values divides the interval into 3 parts. I will consider the points. What are the points? Pi by 4 and 5 pi by 4 divides interval 0 to 2 pi into 3 disjoint parts. Is it clear? 3 disjoint parts. Now, what are the parts? One is from 0 to pi by 4. Next, pi by 4 to 5 pi by 4. Another one will be 5 pi by 4 to 2 pi. We will consider that. So, this is 0 to pi by 4 and next will be pi by 4 to 5 pi by 4. This is the second interval and the third interval will be 5 pi by 4 to 2 pi. Yeah, so we got 3 intervals. So we have to check now where the function is increasing and where the function is decreasing. Let us consider in this one. 0 to pi by 4 is there. I mean 0 to 45 degrees there, right? 0 to 45 degrees there. Here 0 is also included and in between 30 degrees there, right? 30 degrees is the known angle. If I substitute 0, what happens here? F dash of x is equal to cos 0 minus sin 0. Cos 0 will be 1 minus 0. So it will be 1. We got it as positive, right? We'll check with the another value 30, right? If you substitute the 30 degree, here cos 30 degree will be root 3 by 2, right? Cos 30 is root 3 by 2 minus sin 30 will be 1 by 2. If I subtract this root 3 minus 1 divided by 2, what is the value of root 3? It is 1.7 something, right? So it is more than 1. So more than 1 is subtracted. This one minus 1. So obviously this will be positive. Is it clear? So check with any one value. It's enough. So in the function, is it clear? In this interval, in the first interval 0 to pi by 4, the function f dash of x is greater than 0. In interval or on interval 0 to pi by 4, okay, the function f dash of x is greater than 0. Now we will check with the second one. Pi by 4 to 5 pi by 4. Pi by 4 is 45, right? 5 pi by 4 means it is 225 degree. In between many values are there. Even 90 degree is also included, right? We will check with the 90 degree. Is it clear? We will check with the known values. Any values you can consider. Here we will consider with the 90 degree. If I substitute 90, cos 90 will be 0, right? Minus sin 90 will be 1. 0 minus 1 will be minus 1. It will be negative. Is it clear? In this function, if I substitute 90 degree, the value of f dash of x will be negative. So this shows that in this interval, consider any value, the function f dash of x will be negative. So in the interval, is it clear? In interval, second interval, I have considered pi by 4 to 5 pi by 4, f dash of x is negative. So it is less than 0. So the function is here decreasing. Okay. We'll check with the last interval. 5 pi by 4 to 2 pi is there. Either you can check with the 3 pi by 4, 3 pi by 2, or we can check with the 2 pi. We'll check with the 2 pi. Anyway, 2 pi is included here. Right? If I check with the 2 pi, cos 2 pi. What is cos 2 pi? It is 1. Right? The value of cos 2 pi is 1 minus sin 2 pi. Multiple of pi. It will be 0. 1 minus 0 will be 1. So in that interval, 5 pi by 4 to 2 pi, the function will be positive. Is it clear? It is not compulsory that you have to check with only 2 pi. You can check with any angle. Here the angle is between 225 to 360 is there. Either you can go with the 275 degree. Any values you can check. If you check with that values, the function f dash of x will be greater than 0. So in interval, I write in interval, last interval, what is that? 5 pi by 4 to 2 pi. The function, 2 pi is included, sorry. The function f dash of x is greater than 0. I hope you understood this. First, I found the values of x. So here two values are there which divides into 3 parts. Right? 3 parts are there. So then you have to write the interval. After that, you have to check with the f dash of x where the function is have a value greater than 0 or less than 0. Now, so finally what we can write the conclusion, the function is increasing or there are two, right? F dash of x greater than 0 and f dash of x is greater than 0. That is 0 to pi by 4 union last will be 5 pi by 4 to 2 pi. Here the function is increasing and the function f is decreasing on, what is the interval? Pi by 4 to 5 pi by 4. What happens if you substitute pi by 4 and 5 pi by 4? The values of cos x and sin x will be equal, right? So you will get it as 0. So that's why these two values are not included. So this should be the final answer. With the exercise problem, okay? Here I have done C. Show that the function f of x is equal to e to the power 2x is increasing on R. To prove this one, either you can go with the definition of the increasing function or else you can go with the theorem. Okay, any one method is enough. See, at first I will prove this one with the definition. See, let x1 is less than x2, right? x1 is less than x2. By this, here e to the power 2x is there. So I can write that implies multiply by 2. 2x1 will be less than 2x2, right? 2x1 will be 2x2. Raise the exponential. Take exponential on both sides. So e to the power 2x1 will be less than e to the power 2x2. By this we can write f of x1 is less than f of x2. Is it clear? So we have considered x1 is less than x2 and we proved that f of x1 is less than f of x2. So the function f is increasing on R. Is it clear? Increasing on R. So this is by using a definition. By using theorem, how to prove the function f of x is equal to e to the power 2x is there. Better you stick to 1, okay? F of x is equal to e to the power 2x is there. What do you have to do? Differentiate. F dash of x is equal to e to the power 2x derivative, e to the power 2x and derivative of 2x will be 2. Always exponential function will be positive and it is multiplied with the positive number. So f dash of x is greater than 0. So clear, that implies f dash of x is greater than 0. Since the function f dash of x is greater than 0, the function f of x is increasing on R. Write either this one or this. Any one is enough. find the intervals in which the functions are strictly increasing or decreasing. The function is given. First we'll consider this function as f of x. Okay, what you have to do first? You have to differentiate this with respect to x. So here f dash of x is equal to minus 2 into 3x cube will be derivative 3x square. So this will be now directly I'll write minus 6x square minus x square will be 2x. So 9 into 2x will be, right? Yeah, 18x minus derivative of 12x will be minus 12. So what we can take common here? We can take 6 common, right? We'll take minus 6 common. If I take minus 6 common, remaining with x square plus 3x plus 2. Right? Now we'll split this one to find the values of x. So this is equal to minus 6 into, you can split this as x square plus 2x plus x plus 2. Quadratic equation, minus 6 into, we'll take x common, x plus 2 and here plus 1 into x plus 2. No need to write these things, okay? Directly you can write this minus 6 into x plus 2 into x plus 1. So first we differentiated, then we simplified this. Next work is you have to equate this equal to 0, right? We'll consider f dash of x is equal to 0 to find the values of x. So this is now minus 6 into x plus 2 into x plus 1 is equal to 0. That means minus 6 can't be equal to 0, right? There are only two options. So either x plus 2 equal to 0 or x is equal to x plus 1 equal to 0. By this we can write the values as x is equal to minus 2 and another one is x is equal to minus 1. Anyway, here we got the two values. So these two values divides the number line into three disjoint intervals, right? Here two values are there, so it divides into the three disjoint parts. So I will consider the number line. So here plus infinity is there and here towards minus infinity, minus 2 and minus 1. Somewhere here minus 1 is there and somewhere here minus 2 is there. So three intervals, this is the one interval, this is the another interval and this is the another interval. Is it clear? The point you have to write this x is equal to minus 2 and minus 1 divides real line into three parts into three disjoint intervals. Okay, three disjoint intervals. What are those now? Intervals are minus infinity to minus 2. Second interval minus 2 to minus 1. Is it clear? Minus 2 to minus 1. Third will be minus 1 to plus infinity. So we got three intervals. Now you have to check where the function is increasing and where the function is decreasing. We will consider first interval. First interval is minus infinity to minus 2. Minus infinity to minus 2 means all the negative values less than minus 2 is included, right? If I substitute here minus 3 is there. Any value you can consider. I will consider minus 3. If I consider minus 3, what happens here? Minus 3 plus 2 will be minus 1. Minus 3 plus 1 will be minus 2. So minus into minus will be here plus into minus will be minus. Is it clear? So we got the value of f dash of x as negative. So in this interval minus infinity to minus 2, suppose the value of x belongs to minus infinity to minus 2, the function f dash of x is less than 0. Is it clear? The function f dash of x will be less than 0. So in the first function it is negative. So obviously the function is decreasing. We will consider with the second one. If second is x belongs to minus 2 to minus 1. Minus 2 to minus 1, right? Minus 2 to minus 1 means in between minus 1.5 is there. Minus 1.5 is there, right? You substitute the values of minus 1.5. Minus 1.5 plus 2. This is greater, so this will be positive. Minus 1.2 plus 1. So this will be negative, right? Is it clear? I am substituting getting minus 2 to minus 1. Here in between minus 1.5 value is there. I am substituting minus 1.5. If I substitute minus 1.5, minus 1.5 plus 2 will be positive. minus 1.5 plus 1 will be negative. So plus into minus will be minus, right? That minus is multiplied with here another minus is there. So minus into minus will be plus. Is it clear? In the second interval we got the function, I mean f dash of x as greater than 0. In the interval x belongs this one, the function f dash of x is greater than 0. Is it clear? Now we will check with the third one. If x is belongs to the interval minus 1 to plus infinity. Minus 1 to plus infinity means all the positive values more than minus 1, right? Positive values are there, we will consider 1. Is it clear? Minus 1 to infinity means here 0 is also included. Either you can go with 0 or 1 or 2, 3, 4, anything you can consider. Here I will start go with the 1. If I substitute 1, so this is 1 plus 2 will be positive, right? 1 plus 1 will be positive. So positive into positive will be positive, but that positive sign is multiplied with the negative one. So obviously it will be negative. Is it clear? So this is negative now. So by this we got f dash of x is less than 0. I hope you are understanding this one. So in these two intervals the function got the value f dash of x is less than 0. So function is decreasing, but in this value the function is increasing. Is it clear? Here how to write the function f is strictly increasing on, what are the intervals strictly increasing? Only one is there, f dash of x is greater than 0. So on minus 2 to minus 1, the function f is decreasing on two intervals we have. One is this one, first we have this minus infinity to minus 2 union minus 1 to plus infinity. Is it clear? First we got three intervals, then substitute and check the value. If it is greater than 0, then it will be increasing. If it is less than 0, then it will be decreasing. I will send you some homework problems, okay? Solve those problems so that you can understand it better. Don't forget to solve. You have to solve each and everything, okay? Now what is the function is given? F of x is equal to this function is given. You have to check where the function is increasing and where the function is decreasing. First work is, anyway you have to differentiate, right? F dash of x. Two functions are there. You need to apply the product rule. First I will keep the first function as it is, that is x plus 1 whole cube. Derivative of this will be now 3 into, right, x minus 3 whole square. Is it clear? First function as it is, derivative of this will be, it's of the form x cube. Derivative of x cube will be 3x square and derivative of x will be 1. Plus we will keep the second function as it is, that is x minus 3 whole cube and differentiate this. So derivative of this will be now 3 into x plus 1 whole square and derivative of x will be 1. Here you can observe here 3x plus 1 x minus 3 is common, right? So we will take 3x plus 1 whole square and x minus 3 whole square common. Okay, if I take this one common, what is remaining here? 3 is out, x plus 1 whole cube is there, x plus 1 whole square we have taken. So this will be x plus 1, x minus 3 whole square is there. Here x minus whole cube is there, but we have taken x minus 3 whole square. So remaining is x minus 3 and 3 is outside and x plus 1 whole square is also outside, right? Now so this is equal to 3 into x plus 1 whole square and x minus 3 whole square. So this is x plus x will be 2x plus 1 minus 3 will be minus. I can take 2 common, right? If I take 2 common from this, 3 into 2 will be 6. So this will be now 6 into x plus 1 whole square, x minus 3 whole square, and this is x minus 1 because 2 is outside. Now what you have to do? You have to equate this one to 0. That is f dash of x is equal to 0. Since you are equating this one equal to 0, so what are the possible values of x? X is equal to minus 1. Right here x will be, is it clear? X plus 1 equal to 0. So x will be minus 1. X minus 3 is equal to 0. So x will be 3. X minus 1 equal to 0. So x will be 1. Is it clear? So we got 3 values. So that is minus 1, 3 and 1. So these 3 values divides the number line into, obviously into 4 disjoint intervals, right? So we'll consider the points x is equal to -1, 3 and 1 divides, okay, write it, divides the number line into 3 disjoint parts. What are those? Better you draw the number line. So here somewhere I'll take 1. So obviously 3 will be here and this is -1 is here, right? -1, 1 and 3. So this is plus infinity and this will be minus infinity. What are the intervals? That is -infinity to -1, right? So this is the one interval, -infinity to -1. Second interval will be -1 to 1. So this is -1 to 1. Third interval will be 1 to 3. So clear? 1 to 3. So the last interval will be 3 to plus infinity. Infinity is always in a open interval. So these are the 4 intervals. Now you have to check where the function is increasing and where the function is decreasing. Suppose the value of x belongs to -infinity to -1. Now what happens f dash of x? -infinity to -1 means all the negative values less than -1. We'll consider -2. If I consider -2, okay, so whole square is this will be positive, right? So this is so this is also whole getting, here also whole square is this, so this is also positive. So we need to check only here -2 and -1, it will be equal to -3. So it will be negative, right? Negative multiplied with the positive sign. So f dash of x will be negative. Is it clear? So f dash of x will be less than 0. I hope you are understanding this one. F dash of x will be less than 0 in the first interval. We'll check with the second interval. X belongs to -1 to 1. -1 to 1. -1 to 1 means this is here, -1 to 1 here. So this is somewhere here where 0 is there, right? Here 0 is there, right? Yes, correct. So -1 to 1, here 0 is there in between this. We'll substitute the value of x as 0. 0 is in between -1 to 1. So we'll substitute x as 0. So if I substitute, this will be positive and this is also positive. Here 0 minus 1. 0 minus 1 will be, again it is -1. So this is negative, right? Negative is multiplied with the positive sign. Again f dash of x is less than 0. Is it clear? You can check with any values, f dash of x will be less than 0. We'll consider with the third interval. X belongs to 1, 3. 1, 3 means here in between 2 is there, right? So we'll check with the value 2. So square is there, positive. Square is there, positive. So here 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 will be plus, right? 2 minus 1 will be plus 1. So it is plus, is multiplied with plus. So this will be positive. So f dash of x will be greater than 0. Is it clear? F dash of x is greater than 0. We'll check with the last one. X belongs to 3 to infinity. All the positive values more than 3. I'll consider 4. This is square is there, positive, square is there, positive. 4 minus 1 will be 3. So it is again positive, right? So f dash of x will be greater than 0. Is it clear? F dash of x is greater than 0. I hope you are understanding this one. So in 2 intervals the function is decreasing and in these 2 intervals the function is increasing. Finally you have to write the function f of x is decreasing on, what are the decreasing? Less than, right? Decreasing on -infinity to -1 union -1 to 1 and the function is increasing on the interval 1 to 3 union 3 to infinity. That should be the final answer.